the sun comes out. I can't believe this. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. It's 12:30. I've been parked here since 9 o'clock last night. It's been raining most of the night. You can hear the pitter patter on the roof, and yeah, it's been okay. It's been an interesting night. But I've been here all night and I'm not quite sure what to do. I've got a bit of a toothache, I'm having teeth problems, and yeah, I don't know if to go out for a walk in the rain or not. I think I want to, but then there's a lot of hassle in the van, isn't it? I think I'm going to go for a walk, but yeah, watch this space and let's see what happens, because it is raining. The weather has definitely changed. We'll see. I'm still sat here eating my chocolate bar, and you know I said I've got a toothache. I've just had another chunk of tooth come off. Literally as I took that bite that you saw just now, I've got another chunk of tooth missing. I've booked myself into a dentist, but I haven't been for 7 years, so I've got to pay full price. There's no NHS, which is strange because I've been working all my life paying my dues, and now I need them. I can't get them. The whole country for me is just insanely wrong. The things we do, it's really depressing, it's really down. There's loads of people striking, you know, for more money, which also winds me up a little bit. Yes, I feel everyone deserves more money, but how does that affect me? You know, everyone wants more money and they're doing strikes, which is causing problems for other people, yet we don't get to strike. And Denise is a teacher and she hasn't had a pay rise for years, you know, and people get offered 4%, 5%, 6%, and they're not happy with it. I'd love 5%, I'd love 3%. So yeah, I don't want to whinge, but with my tooth breaking and knowing I've got to pay full price for it after working all my life and paying into the, you know, the subs, it's annoying to say the least. I'm still sat here and I'm still quandering whether to go out. I've got a little tiny tripod that I'd like to show you, which will be in another video probably. Chewing on one side of your face as well, not easy. But I just feel a little bit subdued today. Love the rain, love sitting here, listening to it, watching it. Absolutely love it. Thank you to my awning, just stopping the rain coming in the van. But yeah, I just don't know what to do. I'm at Lake Vyrnwy and the water levels are really low. Really, really low. Lower than I've ever seen them. And we know that we've had a lot of dry weather over the summer. But the amount of water coming down that funnel at the moment, I mean, watching it, seeing if I can see it filling up, but I suppose with the billions of gallons of water in there, you're not going to see it. But yeah, I'm going to go for a walk. I'm going to put my waterproofs on, take my camera, enjoy the sound of the rain. I might take my umbrella and listen to the rain pattering on the head, and just see if I can get a couple of atmospheric rain sort of shots. You know, like muted, subdued. Just because I love this weather, even though it makes it really hard to take photographs. I love listening to it, I love watching it, and I love sleeping in my van when it's pattering on the roof. I just hope this isn't going to cause me a problem. I've got 2 weeks to wait to get into the appointment. Oh dear. We've got to get going. Come on, let's get the waterproofs on. So I've got out of the van, I've put my full waterproofs on, and I'm literally carrying a baby little tripod, which, like I say, I'm going to do a review on, and if I've done the review, I'll put a link up in the corner, because it is tiny, weeny and lightweight, just to carry around in my hand. I've got my brolly up, just to keep the rain off the Osmo really, while I'm talking to you, and to shield the camera, but I'm literally, if you just see over my shoulder, you can see my van behind me. I've literally walked from there to here, and this is lovely, lovely little cascade of a waterfall. And I'm just wondering whether to just get the camera out and just to see if I can get a little shot of it. I'm limited, I've got the 70 to 300 on, so I don't know how close it's going to pull me in. Just if I can get a couple of detail shots, and I won't need any filters because I haven't bought any for starters, they're in the van, I've come seriously lightweight. Yeah, I have got my other little lens, it's in my pocket, but I just think if I can just get a little snapshot of this, it'll make me talking to you all the worthwhile. I like the little ferns and the movement of the water. There's so much water coming down, that funnel that's filling up the reservoir, wow, it's gushing, absolutely gushing. But it's just nice to be out the van. I woke up this morning about 7, closed my eyes, just listened to the rain, carried on, and I didn't get up till half 10. I just laid in bed, and I just thought there's no point getting up because it's raining. But now I just needed to get out the van, stretch my legs, get a bit of fresh air and see daylight, because inside my van it's very dark with them dark windows. But yeah, no, I'm just going to take a shot of this. I can't film and shoot at the same time, I'm afraid. But if I get a shot, I'll put it up on the screen, and I'll see you over on the reservoir. I think I managed to get a shot of that waterfall, and I kind of concentrated on that little fern that was leading in. Hopefully you've seen it and it looked alright. I only shot it handheld in the end. Image stabilizer seems pretty good, but there's our reservoir, and the water level that you can see is quite low. I've seen it right up to the top of the arches, and it stopped raining. Funny enough, I pulled the camera out and it's actually stopped raining at the moment, so yeah, that might just give me a little bit of a chance to have a walk around, but it's got rid of the images that I thought I was going to get. I wanted to get some more subdued ones, and yeah, it's now clearing, which is not the idea I had in mind. We're on the dam, and this is one of them videos that, you know, like one of those videos that never needs to see the light of day. And I keep getting told by all my beautiful subscribers, all you guys, that whatever I do, you want to see. So, handheld, f5.6, ISO 400. No, we're going to bring that down a little bit. We're going to go back down to 160 because that's my lowest. It's giving me 160 of a second shutter speed, which is plenty fast after handheld. And I'm bracketing. The full colours aren't quite there, but I'm out at 300 millimeters, and I'm concentrating on that tower. And because it's so tall, that tower looks awesome with the trees behind it. It's such a photographic icon, really, that you can't help but shoot it. It's so beautiful. It's like a little fairy tale. Now there is a little bit of mist just over in the background, so I'm going to walk across the reservoir now and see if I can get that little bit of mist in that trees behind it, because that would just be beautiful. But look how lightweight I am. Look how lightweight I am. I've got a little umbrella, bottle of water, my little bag and a camera. How amazing is that? coming back in, so I'm gonna try and get this before it gets too close to me and I have to stop filming. But there is some subdued light coming in from behind it, which means that rain is definitely drifting in towards me. It's just all about that tower and that nice muted colour behind it. Tower is on the golden rule of thirds. The trees are now starting to fade in the background, which is really nice. The sky is horrible because it's just grey, but I've got the lens hood on, which is making it a bit easier. And I think we need to go a little bit further along. The rain is definitely coming in now, but we're getting some beautiful muted colours on the background, and that's kind of what I wanted. I'm just going to take a few shots, and I might put them up on the screen for you. There's shooting it with it on the right third, shooting it in the centre, and shooting it on the left third. I think for me, the way the sky is and the way the trees are muted, I think the left thirds is definitely nicer. And I'm at 5 points. Oh, there's some light coming behind it. Look at that. Go slightly wider and pick up that light. A little bit of light coming behind it. See if that light just catches that. Beautiful subdued. God, we could even get a rainbow. Look at that. There's a bit of blue sky over to the left, and the light's just catching it. Sun is now fully out, and it means it's giving me some slight texture in the sky, so I've gone wider and I'm putting it down on the bottom left hand third, so I've got a little bit of sky detail, you know, sort of a bit of moody clouds with the sunlight in it. There's lovely beautiful greens, and the colours are just turning on the trees and going just a little bit yellower. God, that sun has come out. What's going on? I'm dressed for wet weather. I'm dressed for dripping wet weather, and the sun comes out. I can't believe this. Can't believe it. I'm melting now, but it gives a really, I think because I've shot this before, but I've never shot it with the tide being so low, that it looks amazing, because you've got such a lovely arch and the tower's so tall. It's proper princess tale stuff. Proper princess. You can imagine that damsel, Rapunzel, that's the one, Rapunzel, letting down her hair and trying to escape that tower. Cool. And I'm just definitely getting a toothache again. I'm going to have some more paracetamol in a little while. But I am melting. I'm so warm now, that sun's baking me. Now the sun's going back in again, so it's looking muted. But yeah, it's nice being out with the camera after being sitting in the van for so long. So did I not say we were going to get a rainbow? And we did. We just got a rainbow coming over the top there. So you just know that when you get sunlight and wet and the damp atmosphere and the hazy rain, you know you get a rainbow. It's just waiting for it to happen. It's not in the best place. I wish I could get it in over the top of that tower. Oof, wouldn't that be just amazing? Now, it follows your eyes, doesn't it? The rainbow, it follows the direction of the light, whereas you're intersecting those light rays. So I'm going to walk that way to see which way it's moving, then I'm going to walk back that way to see if it moves that way, because if I can get it over that tower, I'll be made up. But I haven't got a lot of memory card left on this camera, so this is going to end up pretty short. Just found these couple of little steps, this gate, and it led me down this little pathway down next to some rushing water, and I've just got an absolutely fantastic, immense, beautiful photograph of the Princess Tower. Very, very nice. I'm going to put it on the screen now for you, and I'd love to hear your comments and what you think of it. I've never got that shot on that angle before, and I'm hoping I can get down the steps the other side and get on the beach. But I do need to change the memory card in this phone, in this camera, so I'll catch up with you in a bit. I'll enjoy this. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'm actually walking on the reservoir bed at the moment, and which means I've come down really low. There were some steps over there, and I've come down and just sort of stepped over the rocks, and I'm actually walking on the reservoir bed, which is pretty insane. There's an old bucket down there. God knows how long that's been there. There's some old dead trees. So I'm just going to walk along the shoreline to get a different angle on the Princess Tower, and then I'm going to walk back to the van, and I think I might have a cup of coffee and edit the video. And some more painkillers. This is not going down well. But yeah, it's interesting to be on the riverbed, or the reservoir bed, that's for sure. I'm just trying to get another shot. There she is. Just as I spoke to you, then it came on. My battery's running low on my Osmo, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Don't give us a thumbs up, just in case I cut out, and that's the end of the video. This is a really, really nice shot. It's muted in the background, the sun's shining on the tower. I've got it on this little mini tripod, and like I say, I'm going to talk about it. A really, really fantastic little shot. Because I've come down lower than I've ever been, the tower's sticking up in the sky a little bit. I'm going to try and get a shot with the cracks in the mud. I've got my other lens in my pocket, so I'm going to put that on and see if I can get a couple of shots. So I'm going to roll this video out of a few more shots of this tower, and I know they're all one tracked, you know, on the Princess's Tower, but I think it's just a perfect icon for being at Lake Vyrnwy, and if you've ever come here, you've got to shoot this tower. It is a law. Well, not quite, but yeah, shooting it on the left hand third, shooting it on the right hand thirds, I've got a bit of a view that I've never seen before, nice and low. So yeah, till next time, ciao for now. Thanks for watching, and I'm sorry the batteries run out, but all my batteries and everything and all my chargers are in the van on the other side of the reservoir. See you soon, guys. Enjoy these last few images. Bye bye. So I've got a little bit of battery left, a tiny little bit, so if I cut off, then goodbye from now. Yeah, I've just taken a couple more shots. I've walked along the shoreline a little bit further along to try and get a good view through the arches. And if you haven't already seen the images are going to come up in a moment, but I expect you've already seen them. And I just wanted to check out properly before I leave you. Really weird. Look at this for a weird thing. This tree beside me, you can see the way the roots are grabbing onto them rocks. Them rocks have been wrapped around that tree all its life. That is just phenomenal, and someone's hung a hat on there as well, so I don't understand what the hat's for. It's a bit creepy, but those rocks are absolutely phenomenal to see them gripped around the bottom of them roots, and that's been underneath this water for a very, very long time. That's really strange seeing that. Isn't nature a wonderful, amazing thing? But yeah, thank you. Bit of a simple video. All I wanted to do was shoot the Princess Tower, and I didn't get the light I wanted. I wanted to get some rain on it, to be honest, but it's still nice to get. It's still beautiful, and it makes it look very princessy, doesn't it? And very nice, you know, from Lake Vyrnwy on a day like today, because I was expecting it to be complete rain all day, and it's actually stopped, and I've got no signal to check. So I'm heading off to Ellen Valley, so check out my next video, because I'll be at the beautiful Ellen Valley next time, and it's a place I love to go to. I'd like to try something different there if I can, but we'll see. We're going to the same old place as I normally go, because I know where it is, and it's a nice easy park up, and then I'll make it up from there. But anyway, we are done. Lake Vyrnwy, the Little Princess Tower, the reservoir, it's all been done. And now it's time to go back and try a warm drink on this broken tooth and see if I can manage one, because if I can't, it's going to be an uncomfortable couple of days. Oh, settings wise, I was shooting f14 to f8, trying to get depth of field, changing it at variations, and using the rules of thirds again, lining the tower up on the left thirds, the right thirds, the lower thirds, the higher thirds. I even shot a couple of really close ones in a vertical orientation, just so you can get all the detail and have a look right close at the little tower and see if we can see the old princess poking her head out. But I'm sure we can't. But yeah, I quite enjoyed this. It's been a nice little walk, and really strange to be walking on the reservoir bed as well. I'm sure if I'd have come here a few weeks ago, it'd have been even lower. I even tried to get a couple of crack shots with the mud. I don't know whether they worked. If they did, then well done me. So I'm going. Speak to you soon. See you next time at Ellen Valley. And from Lake Vyrnwy, we're done. Ciao for now. Bye bye.